India and Pakistan, one of the most hot topic or the perpetually one of the most hot topic with regard to your UPSC preparation. कई बार आप न्यूज़पेपर्स में पढ़ते हैं, अखबारों में देखते हैं, न्यूज़ चैनल्स पे देखते हैं कि इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशंस को लेके बहुत सारी चर्चा होती है. एंड इफ यू हैव सीन द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स, यू मस्ट हैव रियलाइज्ड दैट इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान are one of that particular topic or is one of that particular topic which has been asked by UPSC multiple times. तो आज हम इस वीडियो में बात करेंगे वर्ल्ड फोकस की इस महीने की, जिसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे इंडिया और पाकिस्तान को, एंड विल सी कि ऐसा क्या हुआ कि जो दो कंट्रीज विच गॉट इंडिपेंडेंस टुगेदर, विच वर कंसिडर्ड टू बी द टू ब्रदर्स पार्टिंग देयर वेज, एंड नाउ दे हैव रीच्ड टू द पॉइंट दैट शशि थरूर सेज दैट दीज टू कंट्रीज आर नथिंग बट द enemy brothers. So I am Anuj Sharma and I'll take through you the journey of India-Pakistan relations with regard to the world focus so that we can understand it comprehensively, that how you have to write the answer and how you have to understand this topic. So first thing that we need to understand with this regard is that why we consider that India and Pakistan are the enemy brothers. कि ऐसा क्या हुआ कि जब 1947 में 1947 में दो देश आजाद हुए, ऐसा क्या हुआ कि पूरा का पूरा पाकिस्तान और इंडिया का रिलेशन 1947 से लेके आज तक के टाइम पे इतना स्मूथ नहीं हो पाया. उसकी वजह आज हम समझेंगे विद रिगार्ड टू योर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और विद रिगार्ड टू द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ पाकिस्तान्स नैरेटिव. राइट, तो पाकिस्तान का नैरेटिव क्या है? पाकिस्तान बेसिकली ऑलवेज टॉक्स अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट एवरीथिंग विद रिगार्ड टू इंडिया कैन वेट. Pakistan has made Kashmir as the center point of India-Pakistan relations. India says that everything else can go hand in hand with Kashmir. If you have issues related to Kashmir, we can discuss it with you. But Pakistan says that first solve Kashmir, then we'll talk about anything else. So Pakistan's narrative is with regard to the Kashmir, and India says that first end terrorism, then we will talk to you. Because India has followed this idea that talks and terror cannot go hand in hand. So now let us discuss that what are the key drivers of India-Pakistan relations. So when we talk about key drivers of India-Pakistan's relations with regard to Pakistan's perspective, तो सबसे पहले we need to understand that there are two contours, there are two fundamental drivers. Within those fundamental drivers, there are certain sub-categorizations, but what are those two fundamental drivers? Those two fundamental drivers are the Pakistan's national identity and dominance of army. Many of times you must have read in the newspaper that many people say that Pakistan is a deep state. Now, what is the understanding of this deep state? We will discuss it when we will talk about the idea of dominance of army. Right? So why or what is the national identity of Pakistan? That Pakistan के पूरे दिन पाकिस्तान के दिमाग में सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंडिया चलता रहता है. जैसे कि हमारे देश में मीडिया हाउसेस के दिमाग में सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही चीज वो जपते रहते हैं, उसी प्रकार पाकिस्तान जो है वो सारा दिन सुबह शाम एक ही चीज जपता रहता है, इंडिया इंडिया इंडिया. ऐसा क्यों? क्योंकि पाकिस्तान की नेशनल आइडेंटिटी जो है वो इंडिया के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. तो सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं पाकिस्तान की नेशनल आइडेंटिटी की. लुक, व्हेन पाकिस्तान वाज फाउंड, तो पाकिस्तान का फॉर्मिंग का बेसिस या पाकिस्तान के ओरिजिनेशन का बेसिस ही क्या है? पाकिस्तान के ओरिजिनेशन का बेसिस है योर एंटी इंडिया नैरेटिव. राइट, सो द entire history of Pakistan, the entire policy of Pakistan, be it its domestic policy, be its foreign policy, is dependent upon just one narrative, that is anti-India narrative. तो जब anti-India narrative पे country की origination हो रही है, एंटी इंडिया नैरेटिव के ऊपर एक कंट्री जन्म ले रही है, तो हम कैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि वो कंट्री मूव ऑन करेगी? ठीक है, सच्चा प्यार होता है, उससे मूव ऑन नहीं किया जा सकता. वही सीन है कि अब पाकिस्तान के दिमाग में एक चीज बस गया, पहला प्यार इंडिया, वो भूल के नहीं बुला सकते. ठीक है, तो वही सारा का सारा आइडेंटिटी जो है उनकी एंटी इंडिया नैरेटिव पे खड़ी है. अब इसमें तीन पावर्स इन्वॉल्व हैं. पाकिस्तान जैसे इंडिया में है, वी नो दैट देयर आर डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस प्लेइंग द डिफरेंट रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज. मिलिट्री अलग रिस्पांसिबिलिटी निभा रही है, गवर्नमेंट अलग रिस्पांसिबिलिटी निभा रही है, लेजिस्लेचर अलग है, जुडिशरी अलग है. पाकिस्तान में कुछ नहीं है. पाकिस्तान क्या बोलता है? देयर आर थ्री प्राइमरी groups or elite groups which basically hold these powers. One is your military, second is political, third is religious extremist leaders. Military is the most powerful organ of Pakistan. पॉलिटिकल, नो डाउट सम पीपल से दैट देयर इज डेमोक्रेसी इन पाकिस्तान, इलेक्शंस होते हैं और नो डाउट इलेक्शंस होते हैं, जितनी मर्जी तक चलें, जैसे मर्जी चलें सरकारें, इलेक्शन तो भैया होते हैं। तो वो इलेक्शन जब होते हैं तो उस इलेक्शन में वही पार्टी जीतती है जिसको मिलिट्री सपोर्ट करती है। अगर मिलिट्री की सपोर्ट की पार्टी ना जीते तो पाकिस्तान में मिलिट्री कू हो जाता है। तो अभी अगर जैसे मेनी ऑफ द एनालिस्ट से दैट इमरान खान हैज वन द इलेक्शंस ओनली ऑन द बेसिस दैट मिलिट्री सपोर्टेड हिम. So what happened is that one idea is of political understanding, second is of military being power holder, and third being the religious extremist leaders, right? Because the entire narrative of Pakistan, the origin of Pakistan is on the basis of religion, and religion cannot be separated from the anti-India narrative and the existence of Pakistan. So these are the three major power groups which hold the power in Pakistan. Now, so this entire policy of Pakistan, be it its domestic policy, be it its foreign policy, is entirely India centric. चाहे उनकी फॉरेन पॉलिसी में कोई बात हो जाए दैट मेंटेन रिलेशनशिप विद यूएसए, चाइना और एनी अदर कंट्री, इट इज डिपेंडेंट कि हाउ इंडिया इज बिहेविंग. With regard to the domestic policy also, they consider that how India is behaving. So the entire policy of Pakistan is dependent on India being the focal point and India being the center point. I told you in the starting of the video, in the initiation of the video, that सारा दिन पाकिस्तान इंडिया इंडिया जपता रहता है, जिसकी वजह से इंडिया सेंट्रिक फॉरेन पॉलिसी है, डोमेस्टिक पॉलिसी है जो पाकिस्तान लेके चलता है. Now, with regard to the foreign policy patterns, there are three things that we need to understand. There are three primary foreign policy patterns that Pakistan has adopted since the time of its creation. First is its Islamic card. Now, when we talk about the Islamic card of Pakistan, so what we see is that Pakistan has or is the member of OIC. Pakistan is the member of OIC, and since the time of its independence, this organization of Islamic countries have supported Pakistan's narrative of Kashmir. Pakistan says that India has illegally occupied Kashmir, right? India says it is our territory, it is our internal matter, right? So Pakistan cannot comment on this, but Pakistan has somehow garnered the support of the Islamic countries with regard to its Kashmir narrative. So since the time of independence, these OIC countries, be it the Saudi Arabia, be it the UAE, they have been supporting Pakistan's narrative of Kashmir. Now, India has often protested with regard to that why these countries support Pakistan's narrative, and India has often also said that they need to be the member of Organization of Islamic Countries because Islamic population is also there in India, and India is one of the largest. India is one of the states where there is one of the largest Islamic populations. So India says we ideally should also be the member of OIC, but that is the point of separate debate. Coming to the second point, that Pakistan says that India has illegally occupied Kashmir, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, and second thing, Pakistan says that India is not following the plebiscite order that was decided by United Nations Security Council, right? When our leaders went to United Nations with regard to the Kashmir's occupation, so it was decided, the United Nations Security Council intervened. It was decided that there shall be a plebiscite and the people of Kashmir shall decide. India said no, sir, right? But Pakistan says that it was decided, so you have to follow it. Next thing is that post the dilution, now everyone knows that in 2019 there was the change in the status of Jammu and Kashmir. Article 370 was diluted. There was certain changes that were made under Article 370, and there was a change of relationship between India and Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan protested. Pakistan said this cannot be unilateral decision. इंडिया कहता कि यार ये तो हमारा इंटरनल मैटर है, जैसे भी हमने देखा ना कि सबने बोला कि फॉरेन प्रोटेस्ट हमारा इंटरनल मैटर है, वैसे ही इंडिया ने तब बोला हमारा इंटरनल मैटर, और ये सच है. India, Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India, and Indian government said to Pakistan that it is an internal matter, it is not unilateral decision. We can take unilateral decisions because it is a sovereign matter. Are you getting my point? So Pakistan has no right to interfere into the decisions that the government of India takes with regard to Jammu and Kashmir. But what Pakistan has done is that Pakistan has illegally occupied the part of Kashmir, and now it is making it as the fifth province of Pakistan. So that is what is the problem with regard to Pakistan. Now, Turkey supports Pakistan, China supports Pakistan with regard to change in status of Jammu and Kashmir. India said that it is our internal matter, it is our unilateral matter. Pakistan went to OIC and said that, sir, convene a special session and criticize India and discuss that how India can take this decision, because you have always supported that Kashmir is our prerogative. Now, what we have seen in the last 5 to 7 years is that India's West Asia policy has changed dramatically. Now, when we talk about India's West Asia policy, what we have seen is that India's West Asia policy has been very, very proactive. India's West Asia policy has been very, very proactive. That there has been increasing relationship or better relationship with Iran, with the UAE, with Saudi Arabia, with Israel. So India is heavily invested and India is heavily involved with West Asia. Now there is not just the relationship of, that we importing oil from them and they importing labor from us. Now the relationship has moved forward. Now the relationship includes, sir, the idea of investment. The relationship includes the idea of trade, energy supply, and even counter terrorism. And it has been seen that our former external affairs ministers, late Mrs. Sushma Swaraj, was even invited by OIC as the keynote speaker. So Saudi Arabia this time rejected Pakistan's demand to convene a special meeting regarding Kashmir. This is considered to be India's victory on a foreign policy front, that OIC countries and the West Asian countries are now considering India to be a better friend than Pakistan. A big diplomatic victory for the Indian government. Now, second thing, or the second pattern of foreign policy that has been seen throughout the history of Pakistan, is that Pakistan is always favoring of invitation of external powers into India-Pakistan relations. Pakistan says that Pakistan, since the time of independence, first Pakistan joined the clubs of USA. India, as you all know, that what India followed was the understanding of NAM. India followed the understanding of NAM, but Pakistan joined CENTO, Pakistan joined SEATO, and Pakistan became the part of these clubs that were led by USA. Pakistan became the members of this club that was led by USA, and Pakistan and India relations were seen on the basis of India-USA relationship. But India never did this thing, and India always said this is a bilateral relation, we can handle it ourselves. Now, second thing is that post end of Cold War, India also kind of shifted its power. India made the relationship better with with USA, because post Soviet breakdown USA India की policy change हो गई, हमने neoliberal foreign policy adopt करी, हमने neoliberal economic policy adopt करी, and हम कहाँ चले गए, हमने USA से relationship maintain करने शुरू करे. पाकिस्तान ने भी कोशिश करी, but problem क्या आई कि पाकिस्तान ज़्यादा देर तक अपनी duplicity maintain या छुपा के नहीं रख पाया, क्योंकि एक तरफ पाकिस्तान यूएसए को कह रहा था कि हम काउंटर टेररिज्म ऑपरेशन में तुम्हारे साथ हैं, और दूसरी तरफ तालिबान को राइज दे रहा था. तालिबान जो अफगानिस्तान में ऑपरेट कर रहा था उसको सपोर्ट कर रहा था. अब इसकी पीक कब आया? 9/11 पे. पूरे देश दुनिया के सामने, in front of the entire world, it was very clear that Pakistan was supporting Taliban. So post 9/11, sir, the dynamics of the foreign policy changed and USA started with its war against terrorism, or the global war against terrorism. Now India became a very important partner of USA's this idea, because India said that, sir, we are also one of the worst sufferers of terrorism, and most importantly, the terrorism that we suffer, that is India suffers, is a Pakistan's state sponsored terrorism. So India got close to USA. Now Pakistan had to find somebody, so Pakistan went close to China. India and China do not enjoy such cordial relationships. The reason is that China considers India to be its strategic enemy, or what we consider to be strategic challenger. कि अगर चाइना ने अपना साउथ एशिया में या वर्ल्ड में नाम ग्रो करना है, तो उनको ये है कि एक और कंट्री है इस रीजन में जो हमें काउंटर कर सकती है, दैट इज इंडिया. सो हुआ क्या? कौटिल्य याद आया और कौटिल्य की बात याद आई, दैट इज एनिमी ऑफ योर एनिमी इज फ्रेंड. तो हुआ क्या सर? ऑल वेदर फ्रेंडशिप बिटवीन चाइना एंड पाकिस्तान, दैट इज एनिमी ऑफ योर एनिमी इज फ्रेंड, ऑल वेदर फ्रेंडशिप ऑफ Pakistan and China. Now China considers India as a strategic rival, that we have discussed, and Pakistan is a junior partner of China. Now let us talk about the China-Pakistan relationship, that how China has invested in Pakistan. One thing that everyone knows is Belt Road Initiative. Now this Belt Road Initiative is one very important strategic initiative taken by China. Under this Belt Road Initiative, sir, there is also the CPEC investment of $64 billion जो पाकिस्तान में करी हुई है चाइना ने. दिस सी पैक गोज फ्रॉम चाइना टू द गवादर पोर्ट एंड दैट गवादर पोर्ट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर चाइना बिकॉज it will reduce China's dependence on Malacca Strait. It will reduce China's dependence on Malacca Strait. Now, इसी वजह से what China has been doing is China also knows that Pakistan is very important for them. Now, China is shielding Pakistan in United Nations Security Council because of the reason that India says that Pakistan is sponsoring terrorism and China being the permanent member of United Nations Security Council shields Pakistan. So that basically also helps Pakistan and helps Pakistan of not being accused as the key sponsor of terrorism. पर इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ा, ठीक है, दुनिया को पता है और दुनिया भी मानती है. इसी वजह से यूएसए ने भी अपने जो फंड्स पाकिस्तान को देता था, एड यूएसए पाकिस्तान को देता था, वो कम की है. Are you getting my point? पाकिस्तान जो है वो FATF की भी नजरों में है. आपने अक्सर करंट अफेयर्स में पढ़ा होगा. तो दूसरी बात क्या आ गई कि चाइना ने लोन्स भी दिए पाकिस्तान को अपने गिलगिट बाल्टिस्तान रीजन को डेवलप करने के लिए. और कोविड एरा में जब सारी दुनिया कोविड से परेशान थी, चाइना ने एक कोशिश करी. चाइना ने क्या करा, चाइना ने एक सब ग्रुप बनाने की कोशिश करी, साउथ एशिया का बैलेंस डिसबैलेंस करने की कोशिश करी. जहां पे चाइना ने क्या किया, चाइना ने एक ग्रुप बनाया जिसमें चाइना ने कोशिश करी पाकिस्तान, नेपाल, अफगानिस्तान, श्रीलंका को साथ लिया जाए और एक साउथ एशिया सब ग्रुप बनाया जाए इन्वेस्टमेंट को मद्देनजर रखते हुए. राइट. अब जैसे कि यू मस्ट हैव रेड रिसेंटली इन योर न्यूज़पेपर्स एज वेल दैट देयर इज अ change in relationship between China and Sri Lanka, that Sri Lanka has given its Colombo port, that is your East Container Terminal, that was earlier a tripartite agreement between India, Sri Lanka and Japan. Now Sri Lanka has changed that, scrapped that and has given to China. कितनी बड़ी डिप्लोमेटिक मैन्यूवरिंग करी होगी चाइना ने ताकि चाइना पूरा का पूरा ईस्ट पोर्ट टर्मिनल जो पहले इंडिया और जापान को दिया गया था वो दे दिया जाए. अब चाइना ने ये कोशिश करी और चाइना एक ग्रुप बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है जिसमें चाइना वांट्स दैट इट शुड कंटेन इंडिया फ्रॉम ऑल साइड्स, पाकिस्तान, नेपाल, your Afghanistan this side and even your Sri Lanka and their side, this is your Myanmar. So China wants that there should be a contain India policy and India should be encircled with the friends of China. So that is one thing that China is trying to do. Second thing is that China, to support China's CPEC, because India says that it is not right, it is not correct, it does not have any legal backing because China's CPEC passes through Pakistan occupied Kashmir and that Pakistan occupied Kashmir has been illegally occupied by Pakistan. To support that, what has been done, or to support China, what has been done is that Pakistan has now given the 5th province status to Gilgit Baltistan. इतने सालों से दिया नहीं, इतने सालों से गिलगिट बाल्टिस्तान को कोई प्रोविंस स्टेटस दिया नहीं, ना ही वहां के लोगों के पास कुछ राइट्स थे. एकदम से पाकिस्तान की बत्ती जगी, वही मेंटो जिंदगी पाकिस्तान के था, अरे भैया वाह, 5th province just to support China. Are you getting my point? Next is promotion of terrorism. Now there have been 3 major wars and 1 military confrontation between India and Pakistan. ठीक है, 48, 65, 71 and then there were Kargil intrusions. After these 4 military conflicts, Pakistan realized that it is very difficult to beat India militarily. So Pakistan changed its policy and Pakistan started, what it started was policy of 1000 cuts, that is that India shall bleed through 1000 cuts, and from there on started the terrorism problem in India and Pakistan started this state sponsored terrorism. Right, Pakistan started this state sponsored terrorism. Now in this state sponsored terrorism also which country suffered was Afghanistan. That we'll look in the next lecture, that is next week, right? But continuing with regard to Pakistan is that Pakistan's rise or post rise of terrorism, there were 2 primary outcomes. One was that the entire terrorism was state sponsored, right? It has been proved multiple times by Indian multilateral platforms as well that this is a state sponsored terrorism, be it 26/11 or be it any other heinous crime that has been committed or by any terroristic activity that has been committed by Pakistan. India has given evidences on the world platform कि सर ये सब कुछ जो है ये सब कुछ किया गया है पाकिस्तान की सरकार की सहमति या मिलिट्री की सहमति के साथ. तो India has now adopted what we consider to be the policy of zero tolerance towards terrorism. Second thing is basically that India took a proactive approach and started exposing Pakistan. India कहता कि तुम कहां जाके हर जगह कश्मीर की बात करते हो, कश्मीर हमारा हिस्सा है, हम बताते हैं कि तुमने क्या गंद मचाया हुआ है. और इंडिया ने जाके हर जगह बोलना शुरू करा. On multilateral platforms they said that Pakistan is supporting terrorism, be it India exposed Pakistan in United Nations, BRICS, SCO, and now also India started saying you are also exploiting the people of Balochistan. There is a human right violation in Balochistan, and India has started exposing what we consider, sorry for this, India has started exposing Pakistan on multilateral platforms, right? Second contour or second fundamental driver, the first fundamental driver that we talked about was your Pakistan's national identity. The second fundamental driver that we are going to talk about is dominance of army. So Pakistan has seen 4 military coups. 4 मिलिट्री कूज पाकिस्तान ने देखे हैं और अभी भी पाकिस्तान में देयर इज अ मिलिट्री डोमिनेशन, जैसे कि मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया. दैट इज व्हाई वी से दैट पाकिस्तान इज व्हाट वी कंसीडर टू बी अ डीप स्टेट. नाउ डीप स्टेट में क्या होता है कि जो मर्जी पावर हो, अल्टीमेटली द पावर लाइज विद द मिलिट्री. अब मिलिट्री को खुश करने के लिए जो पाकिस्तान की पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं वो भी एंटी इंडिया पॉलिसी अडॉप्ट करते हैं, एंड द पॉपुलिस्ट मेयर इज ऑफ एंटी इंडिया पॉलिसी. सो पाकिस्तान इज बेसिकली नॉट अ स्टेबल डेमोक्रेसी. 4 मिलिट्री कूज हो गए, मिलिट्री सबसे ज्यादा पावरफुल है, तो हाउ कैन वी से दैट पाकिस्तान इज अ डेमोक्रेसी? नाउ this anti-India stance has also emerged as a support mobilization for all the three groups, be it your radicalization of radicalization that done by the extremist religious leaders, which sprinkle effects or domino effect has been seen in Afghanistan and in Jammu and Kashmir of India. Second is be it the military, which is basically backing the terrorism and the most important power of Pakistan, and be it the proxy political parties or the proxy political governments of Pakistan, right? So these are the two things. Now what is the peace process that has been followed? We'll not discuss about the time of starting from the time of Pandit Nehru, but we'll only talk about since the time of 21st century and what can be the conclusion that you can write in your UPSC answer, because that is the most important thing that we have to discuss. Are you getting my point? The first thing that we need to understand is that there was a Lahore Declaration. Our Prime Minister Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee went to Pakistan to ensure that there shall be peace in South Asia, there shall be the peace or cooperation between the two major countries of South Asia. कि हम भाई थे, चाहे बिछड़ गए, अब भी तो प्यार हो सकता है. 2 exes can be friends. ठीक है कि 2 ex दोस्त हो सकते हैं, तो वही बात है, to ensure peace in South Asia. Second was, but this Lahore Declaration could not be successful. It failed because there was multiple intrusions by Pakistan's army. Then Mr. Musharraf came to India and there was Agra summit. Now this Agra summit, in that Agra summit there was a discussion for peace, cooperation, reduce terrorism and nuclear risk reduction. But इसका भी कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि कुछ साल के बाद क्या देखा गया, 3-4 साल के बाद, that there was the unfortunate incident of 26/11. That is, there was attack on Mumbai. Now recent times what we have seen is that very unfortunate incidents, be it Uri, be it Pathankot, be it Pulwama, and be it 26/11. The only positive thing that has been seen in few years is the peace corridor or the Kartarpur corridor that has been opened between the two countries, right? But now sir, the point is that what you can write in the, or what can be the concluding portion of your answer, or what can be the way forward in India-Pakistan relations. So the only way forward that can be seen is basically that there should be no military confrontation, right? That military confrontation has to be avoided, military conflicts have to be avoided, and what has to be done is that there should be talks with regard of ending terrorism, not just talks but also actions, some significant actions from the side of Pakistan to end terrorism, increase business exchange between the two countries, enhance tourism, opening and widening communication. That means all these things, be it business, be it this, be it this, be it this, all these things can be included in the part of track 3 diplomacy, that is people to people talks, right? So this is it with regard to India and Pakistan. I hope you must have enjoyed this lecture. I'll see you next week. Till then, thank you very much. Subscribe and keep enjoying, keep learning. All the best. Be safe.